What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amalgam Show. I'm one of your hosts, Keena alongside Nathaniel Radden
What's up, everybody?
and Dean Kaminsky.
What's up?
Is he really here? Who's to say?
I'm trying.
His body is here. Is the soul? What is a soul? The Amalgam Show, that's what a soul is, I guess.
What a terrible time to take a drink.
Nathaniel, what's the Amalgam Show about?
I usually ask Kyron this question. There's some pop culture shit and some stuff that we think is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Very sometimes.
Put that fan on one.
Fucking hearing a fan in the background, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So some housekeeping. If you enjoy what you're about to watch, please leave a like and subscribe. That would really help out the channel, since we're trying to go through a growth spurt in our teenage stages now. We're nearly 67 episodes in. We are 67 episodes in, and we're about to grow up. 2 more episodes, we're at that 69. Do I have something planned for it? You'll find out when I find out. Do
So that's a no.
you want to do something for 69?
What the fuck are we gonna do?
Talk about sex.
Pornhub special.
Yeah, just upload to Pornhub.
Wait,
Or
69,
videos.
69 weeks?
No, just 69 episodes.
Yeah, we're not weekly. We try to be weekly, but we're
There's
not.
no way this is weekly. Because that would mean that we've only just been doing this for a year and a bit. And we've definitely been doing it a lot longer.
If you have any questions for the show, please comment below or email us at amalgamshow@gmail.com. Excuse me. So if you enjoy that burp, support us at Patreon, at patreon.com/amalgamshow. We finally have a patron.
Got a first one.
We
Shout
did get
out.
our first one. Shout out to Rory.
Rory Shellswell.
Rory Shellswell.
That's it.
He gave us the capture card, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He supported the show since the capture card day.
Since that capture
That we've
card.
used like twice.
Yeah.
But we're still using it.
Getting full use out of it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It is good.
We should do a let's
thank you,
play
Rory.
in Brawl. Not Brawl. Ultimate.
Yeah, well, we can definitely do ultimate
Let's
shit.
do that. Sounds like a good idea.
Also, check us out on social media.
Can we call it Ultimate Shit?
Ultimate shit?
Just Ultimate Shit. Amalgam does Ultimate Shit. And then people think we're doing like epic stuff, but it's just
Smash.
It's just
Stay for the Smash, because Smash is enjoyable. You can do that.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
let's do it.
So check out that show when we get to recording it. And then check
Fast
us out
forward
on...
like a year and a half. It's like, you know what? Let's do that Smash thing.
Check us out on social media at The Amalgam Show on your favourite social medias, except for like Pornhub, I guess.
That's not a social media.
I mean, it can be.
I mean,
Like-
YouTube is a social media.
Very
Yeah.
private
Is it?
social media.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can send messages.
private.
Talking about
There's a lot of privates on it. I don't think it is private.
I mean, you keep to yourself on that social media.
Quite explicit.
Now it's part of the show where we talk about what we've been into. I want to go first this week because I haven't done that in a bit. I platinumed Kingdom Hearts 3.
Of course you did.
It's not, of course, like my track record, yes, but I actually have never platinumed a Kingdom Hearts game.
So like, what's it like not having anything else to do?
I'm really poor. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I platinumed that. It took about 50 hours. Yeah, no, I've never platinumed any other Kingdom Hearts game because the trophies are fucking ridiculous. Like, the card games, like, find this very specific card that only drops 0.12% of the time, and it's only from the specific colors. I'm like, fuck that. And that's why I never platinumed any of the old ones. This one's much more simpler.
You've only got to do the thing like 1,000 times, and eventually you'll get it.
I remember older games like that, especially Nintendo. Nintendo used to do that sort of shit all the time. Like,
Nintendo.
Yeah,
Do
fucking.
they have like a point system?
No, I mean like to get specific things in games. It's like, especially Pokemon, with shinies and stuff.
Yeah, it was always difficult getting the Master Ball, I found.
I was about to go like, yeah, and then I was like, no. What?
What's really, I guess,
Actually, that reminds me. One time I was playing Ruby and I had a Zigzagoon in my party, and he picked up a Master Ball. Yeah, that threw me.
okay.
So then I caught 5 more and just ran around waiting to see what they could pick up, and then it was shit like calciums and zincs, and I think I got like a oranberry once. It was terrible.
When I was playing Let's
Ball.
when I was playing Let's Go,
It's like right at the start of the game too. And like hadn't even versed a gym yet. It was like Master Ball. Ball.
Jesus Christ.
But at the same time, you wouldn't really need it at the start of the game.
Exactly.
It's like, fuck, I
man,
really want this worm pull.
It's like, I saw a Ralts. What is shit?
Fuck, I'm not letting that one get away.
Motherfucker, you're mine.
When I was playing Let's Go in Cerulean Cave, which is where you like, grind to get to level 100.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't it cerulean?
It's the same thing.
No.
The face you put is the same thing.
It's definitely cerulean.
Okay. I found a Master Ball in there. Like, I was walking around trying to find chances because they give you the most XP, and then I just picked up a Master Ball. I'm like, I've never, like you said, finding that thing, I've never seen that happen before. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is really weird having 2 Master Balls because I didn't use
See,
it.
so I was right. Fuck you.
It's really weird. I did not
It is
know that was a
difficult.
thing.
You can do it, but it's difficult.
So yeah, Platinum Kingdom Hearts 3. It is a game. Definitely not the best game of the year, because that's Resident Evil 2 at the moment.
Really?
So, what are you happy with what you got out of Kingdom Hearts 3? Being someone who's been waiting for number 3 since number 2 came out when you were a young boy, is it everything you wanted?
It ties up every plot thread, except for like 2.
You reckon there'll be another?
Yes, for mainly because this is like the fastest selling Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah, so that means
They
financially.
figured out. They were like, ooh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could make money.
And also they do set stuff up for the next game.
Yeah. Does Buzz die in this one?
What?
No, Buzz.
Wait,
the
he
twist-
doesn't?
No, Buzz does get possessed though. Spoilers.
What the fuck?
Buzz Lightyear. Did they do that because in 3 he was like,
Spanish?
yeah, and all weird? And
Oh, he was
No,
brainwashed.
there's like a better storyline. It's not just.
He was brainwashed in that one because they set him from
They put him in the demo mode.
Yeah.
play to demo.
Mm.
Mm.
That was a cool thing. But then it's just, what is it? It's Toy Story 1 again. You alright?
Yeah, I just thought I heard something. I'm hearing stuff.
I played the Devil May Cry 5 demo.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Exciting.
It's really weird.
That's the one with the guy, isn't it? And he's got the white
The
hair.
new guy,
Yeah.
yeah. Dante's in this, isn't he? You just don't play
He's
as
an
him.
old man, yeah. I think you can play him later, but the game starts you off as Virgil, the character from DMC4.
Wait, Virgil?
Not Virgil, sorry,
I was gonna
Nero.
say,
Virgil bad guy.
Virgil's
Kinda.
his brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, he was the bad guy in that fucking reboot, but
He was the bad guy at the end of it.
yeah.
Was he the bad guy not in the original? Was he not the bad
I
guy?
don't
in the
know.
original?
I've never played the originals. I've only played
But,
the reboot now.
I mean, like, how bad can he be? Because Dante wasn't like what he was in the reboot, I don't think.
No. Oh, yeah.
Let's just say a bunch of wrong stuff, and then we get a bunch of comments about how wrong we are.
Good. Please comment below. Put us in the
All
algorithm.
publicity is good publicity.
So yeah, the demo.
Spyro started out on the Xbox.
Pretty sure Dante was actually a. I was gonna say a Nephilim, but he is a Nephilim. Fuck. I was so wrong. I was right.
The default controls are really weird. Like, usually these games used to be like square,
What, you
triangle,
like run
circle.
with the X button?
No, square, triangle, circle. Usually like heavy, light, special. Now it's like all attacks are on triangle. So like all your sword attacks are on triangle. You shoot your gun with the X control, with the square.
Yeah.
Special still
That's
circle.
pretty standard though. What?
I don't know why, but while you were describing the controllers there, I like just had the most disgusting thought in my head, and that was, imagine if a game came out where all of your like interactive controls were on the D-pad, and then your movement was the option buttons. Like all of your normal stuff that would be on the option buttons would be on the D-pad.
That's
Do
weird.
you use the D-pad to move?
No.
Oh.
But what if you didn't use the fucking
D-pad's usually like items and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
It'd be fucking the worst. Anyway, continue.
I was playing Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. The
Crash Bandicoot.
you can remap the controls. Like you can go in, and I just did that immediately.
That's how they had the reboot. mate.
I feel Reboot was square and triangle, and then like X
So triangle was like
was
sword attack, and then
Yeah.
you'd like mash square, and he pulls out ebony and ivory. And then X
Okay.
was jump, and circle was dash roll.
yeah,
So,
like a dodge.
mm.
Yeah, now dodge is hold R1 because that's your lock on button, and then press and you move the
Yeah.
direction stick you want to go, and then press X.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's really because for the longest time I'm like, oh, there's just straight up no dodge button in the game. Like that's a really bold game to go for a hack and slash action game.
Yeah.
And then I went into the controls and I'm like, do this weird combo. I'm like, okay, that's really weird. And like, I don't know if you can dodge midair. I've done it, but I don't know if that's. But I haven't done it consistently. Yeah, the controls are really
Wait.
weird. But
What
dodge.
do you- okay, what do you mean you don't know if you can do it, but you've done it? What?
I've done it, but I haven't been able to do it consistently.
So it's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
but I just can't do it consistently, and I don't know what the rules to it are. It's weird. Other than the controls, the game it's fun. I got to the final boss, and I died because I was just not paying too much attention. But then it sets you at the start of the level again, which is like 15 minutes ago,
Oh.
which is a bit. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing this again. But I hope that's just for the demo, because most games just start you at the start of the boss again,
Mm.
if not checkpointed through the health
Wait, did
bar.
you say you can't beat the boss?
I didn't beat the boss.
Can you?
I assume so. I was getting health down. I just wasn't
The
trying.
fact that it's a demo, maybe it's like trying to draw you in. It's like, yeah, you can't beat this guy until you buy the game. Boom.
I am maybe. Neo was kind of like that.
Saw was like that, the demo.
Sorry?
Saw.
Saw.
Mm.
The game.
Yeah.
What is
the
that?
game of Saw?
Yeah. Like Jigsaw, Saw.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, you're right.
There was
Never
that
played the
one
game.
part where you have to like walk across a beam, and you have to like do a
I remember
balance
that.
mechanic.
Didn't me and you play that together? The
Mm.
demo? Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
you-
a fucked up demo.
You, me, and Kyron. Or Kyron, you and I.
I hated that demo. I hate gore. I can't deal with it. And that game was super gory.
Gore's fun now. Back in the old days, it was shit. I hated it, but nowadays, I don't mind a good gore game.
And you'll love
I wanna get
Resident
into
Evil
it.
2.
I was just about to say that. I
Yeah.
want to get into Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 2 is good. You can, on Xbox, I think you can buy Resident Evil Remake, which is a GameCube game.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
fixed perspective, and I tried playing it as tank controls, which is you stand there,
Oh, yeah.
you hold in like a lock on, and then you aim up and down, side to side, and it's not a third person.
There's like a thing where you can like shoot knives out of the air or something, and you have to conserve the shit out of your ammo.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Did you play Dead Space?
No,
Okay.
no, didn't like that. That was a bit too much.
This is
This is Dead Space with zombies and police.
more or less, which Dead Space was just Resident Evil in space. How the video games are, they're cyclical. But I find it really good, except for the part where I'm up to, which I'm probably going to try and push past, which is spoilers. A big guy just starts come lumbering around, and you can't kill him. You can knock him down,
That's
but
the
that's
cunt, yeah.
yeah,
I've seen, 'cause
Mr. X.
I've been watching a let's play of it,
Yeah,
and yeah.
I got up to him, and now I'm just scared to go anywhere because you can hear him, and he just like stomps around.
Just
like,
reminds me of Outlast.
Yeah,
Fucking Outlast, man, such a shit game.
yeah.
It was so easy to catch the jump scares.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, the music stopped and there's no one here and I have to round this corner. Wonder what's gonna happen.
yeah.
Oh, you jumped out and scared me. I better run back the way I came.
Yeah. I think it would help if this game had like regenerative health, but it's not. It's eat some weed and then you're better.
Get the health
The
packs
green
and shit.
herb.
Bring green herb.
Green herb.
Um,
Oh, that reminds me of that thing you sent to the group chat about that Goku game.
Project
Project.
Z, I think it's called.
Yeah,
RPG game. Yeah,
I'm keen.
yeah. If that's just basically Legacy of Goku but modern,
That'd be cool.
I'm fucking ready. Yeah.
The second game of that series was fucked.
What, Legacy of Goku 2?
Yeah, it was so difficult.
I think Legacy of Goku 3 is my favourite.
That's because it was easy.
It was easy and balanced. The first one's terrible.
Yeah. It's weird because Legacy of Goku 1 was a Frieza, right? And then Legacy of Goku 2 was mostly Gohan and Cell. And then Legacy of Goku 3 was Boo.
All Blue, yeah.
Yeah.
And
but I liked the fact that you could fly around.
Well, that was the thing. So in the first one, it was just Goku, and it ended with fighting Frieza and the planet blowing up, and then just restart the game. And then the second one, you would Gohan, and then it introduced like character swap. And then the third one, it was like fusion, and it was just so much easier. Because in the second one, it had a level, because there were level systems in the first one. But there was a level cap in the second one where it was like to level 50. And then you started the third one at level 50.
Goku's like level 60 because he's done training. Gohan's level 55, I think. And that's my favorite part of it.
Like 50.
Yeah, I know that's my favorite part about Legacy of Goku 3 is that like it makes you like you did stuff in Legacy of Goku 2. Let's just pretty much do a save import, but not quite.
Yeah. It's like, you got to level 50 for sure.
I did, because I think I did the post-game stuff.
I never perfected it, because once I beat the game, I was like, fuck this. I hated it so much. It was so difficult.
I played Legacy of Goku 3 first, and that game's
really?
and that's a very fast-paced game, and like going back to the first one is bad, like to the point where you can glitch it, and every time like someone hits you, you fly, and then it glitch, and then you stand still, and then you're just immortal until you get to the next area. So
do you remember?
And the bosses were hard as fuck.
There was that fucking level where you were Trunks and you had to hit Vegeta. You know how long it took me to realize you had to turn Super Saiyan to fucking do it? So it's like, how do you catch the cunt?
And then it did that for you.
It very possibly did, but I remember the first time I played it when I was like young.
Yeah.
Because my mate Matty Coomba had it, and name drop, and I played it and I got up to that level and I must have missed where it was like turn Super Saiyan like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like fucking base form Trunks in the gravity chamber, like trying to keep up with the cunt.
Yeah.
Nothing was happening. And then I remember playing it again because I played it when I was in grade 12. And I was playing it again and it was like, press this. And I was like, motherfucking, really?
And they didn't patch it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they didn't change anything. So, I don't know. Maybe I was just stupid as a kid. Yeah. It's very possible.
I'm excited for Project Z. If it's like Legacy of Goku, but modern.
Yeah, I'd be pretty keen for that.
Yeah.
I want to fucking play Legacy of Goku 3 in 4K.
just the game as is. Just put it on your TV.
What was it?
Fucking pixely as shit.
They're gonna do it where it's
that
just
pixel's
starting
very
again.
green.
Isn't
I
it?
can see that now. What's that?
They're just gonna start it again, aren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be the Dragon Ball Z storyline, which it would be good to have a Dragon Ball RPG. Like I think they've had like one side-scroller.
They've had like fan-made. What was that one? You, me, and Kyron wanted to play it.
No, the Wii game.
Dragon Ball Online?
No.
Possibly.
I was playing Dragon Ball Online.
Because it was set like 300 years down the future. And it was like,
it's Dragon Ball Online.
Yeah, you couldn't be a Saiyan, but if you got the Dragon Balls together, you could like
Wish.
awaken your hidden Saiyan genes and become Super Saiyan. Something weird.
But it's weird because you can start out as other races. To me, I'm like, does that mean that you have to start out as a human to
be a Saiyan?
Or can you be like a Namekian and be like, I have Saiyan genes, and then be like Super Namekian or Super Margin?
Super Saiyan, yeah.
Super Saiyan Margin.
God.
I mean, Cell did it.
Yeah, he did. Going back to that, did we ever look at the predictions that we all came up with for Dragon Ball?
We did. Like pretty much as soon as Super ended.
Pretty sure all of my predictions were wrong.
Yeah, because
even my safe.
Because we made the predictions before we knew the show was ending.
True.
Yeah, so we had like long-term plans, and then like 2 weeks later, the show's ending, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then the show ended. We went through our predictions, and then like a few weeks after that, we have a movie coming out.
Because I think my safe prediction was like, the Tournament of Power is going to end with all three main Saiyans, and then it's like fucking Goku and Frieza.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And then like my bullshit prediction was like, Piccolo was going to get like an awakened form, like
Yeah.
Ultra Instinct, but not quite.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Or like a blue form. God form, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Piccolo didn't do shit.
I would pull it up, but I have no internet access to it.
No, that's
So yeah. Also watch Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
It is not as bad as the trailers made it out to be, which made it seem like a very try-hard, grim-dark show. Like, but then when you get into it and you realize what the tone of the show actually is, the
Fucking-
characters are good. Like, it's not fantastic TV,
It's not
but
Fantastic Four, it's
God
Titans.
damn it! I knew you were going to say that.
yeah, it's good. Like, I enjoy what's going on. It has an interesting cliffhanger. Cyborg's not in it, but he's in the next show, Doom Patrol, which is weird. They have all the Teen Titans, but not Cyborg. Show's interesting. The special effects is like,
So is it set in the cinematic universe?
it's not set in anything.
Oh.
I think it's being set in its own new universe, so it's not even the CW universe. It's like another thing because it's having its own show spin-off called the Doom Patrol.
Right.
I'm glad that they called it Titans because they're definitely not teens.
Yeah.
Like Raven is a little angsty bitch.
Yeah, Raven. And
God, I
maybe
hate her.
Beast Boy, but Beast Boy's he looks quite old as well.
He looks like he's in his
And
20s.
he's 19. He's the kid who plays Beast Boy, voiced Hero in Big Hero 6.
Oh,
Yeah, Ryan Porter.
interesting.
He's also been in something else. I forget. But yeah, he auditioned to be Tim Drake in for the Batman when Ben Affleck was going to direct it. He like did an audition tape for like everyone to watch, but like directed at Ben Affleck. It was like him doing parkour and like fighting people and all that kind of stuff to show that he had the acrobatics. And then he got cast at Beast Boy. I think he's just happy that he's a character, but like, damn, I'm not Robin.
Mm. Yeah, I'd rather be Tim Drake than fucking Beast Boy. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's just me.
They've also only had the CG budget to do one animal. Like, he just turns into a tiger in that show, which is really weird. Like,
It's pretty
I don't think he's at his... Like,
They've talked about how it's weird that he can only turn into a tiger
yeah.
so far. And he's like, I think I can do more, but so far that's all I can do. Like, they've mentioned the fact that he can only turn
Yeah,
into a tiger.
Yeah, it seems like he's not at his full
Yeah.
power yet. And there's a cool scene, spoilers, where he goes fully green. Like, they just CG green all over him, but it's proper Beast Boy green, which is good because a lot of shows that, like, do different colours don't do the actual colours, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Like, any adaptation, it'll be like, oh, that's green, but it's not... It's like a weird teal or something, whereas this is like Beast Boy green. It was really cool to see him. He was there for like 2 seconds and then passed out or something like that. That's interesting. Check it out if you guys want.
I think they've done well with pretty much every character except for Starfire. Not even because anything to do with her race. It's just mostly to do with the fact that she doesn't feel like Starfire. Like, just the way that she talks and the way she interacts with the other characters.
Yeah, she does seem a bit... Because Starfire's very...
She's an alien, and her character is alien as hell, but she's friendly.
But
she doesn't understand people.
Yeah. In the cartoon, she's very bubbly and, like, yeah, that kind of stuff. In the original comics, she's...
Innocent is the word I'm looking for.
Innocent, yeah, naive, but also, like, in the original comic, that she was very... Like, the problem, these bad guys are being bad guys, kill them, solve the problem. And that's like their entire arc, like with Robin on Nightwing. They're like, don't kill people, that's bad. That's because he's been like Batman and Ultron, he's like, don't kill people. She's like, kill people, and that's their entire arc there. You know, comic. And I don't know, I haven't read those comics, but I imagine this is more in line with that, but not like, she never had amnesia. But yeah, it's interesting getting where she remembers what's going on. Yeah. And then I watched a better show, called Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, yeah?
It's really good.
What's it about?
It's about, there's a new, it's a prequel.
Sheriff in town.
Sorry? It's set before everything, so it's a prequel to the movies and the original show. And there's this new ship called the Discovery. It's like the best it's been refitted to be a warship because now there's a war starting. But it's also got like really good warp travel, so you know, basically teleport across the galaxy. And it's all like these scientists who have now been forced into a war, and like all the character interactions with that. And it discusses really intense, really in-depth, and also interesting sci-fi concepts. And the actors are all really, really good. The writing is really, really good. A couple of like tropes that they fall into because one, it's based on a 60s sci-fi show, and two, just that's how shows go. But no, it's really, really good. I recommend it. And then it gets dark.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've seen bits of it. It looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been into anything else this week?
That's it for me. What's Star Trek? What have you been up to?
Fuck. No, not really. I've been watching a lot of stuff. I haven't been playing anything per se. Harry Potter's on Netflix, so I binged all of that. Better actually, because when I watched it, I didn't really pay attention to the storyline, but watching them all consecutively, it's like you just follow the story closer. Like you're not waiting for it to fucking come out. Exactly. And you just see all these like references and like everything made sense. Like when I watched it the first time, I didn't even realize that Mad Eye Moody died. It just at one point he stopped being in it, and then I like watched it closer this time, and they were like, Mad Eye's dead, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that when you're a kid you just don't really pay attention to with those movies.
When
It's
I was
crazy.
young, I watched those movies a lot, like repetitively, and then repeatedly rather. And then, yes, I knew what was going on.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't read the books, like back, like 5, 6, 7, I skimmed.
Well, that's the thing. I wanna read the books because obviously, yeah, it misses quite a lot. Like apparently in Goblet of Fire, that scene. Sorry, not Goblet of Fire. Prisoner of Azkaban. There's a scene where Harry is playing Quidditch, and him and the Hufflepuff Seeker are going after the Snitch, and they go up really high, and then the Hufflepuff Seeker gets struck by lightning. Apparently, that's meant to be Cedric Diggory. Yeah. So I want to read the books, and like that'll give more of a, I guess, placement for all the characters, because obviously, yeah, in that it's just a random guy.
The third book, the movie, is that, you know, at the end of the movie, he gets the fireball really, really fast.
Yeah, the fastest in the world. I
I
feel like it's definitely illegal.
They explain like I think this is an illegal thing to do.
Item.
It's so fast. He gets that during the middle of the movie and the book.
Oh.
Yeah, the Sirius is sending him cool shit to try and be a cool godfather, but also Sirius is also trying to find Harry. So yeah, he just gets this unmarked illegal broom halfway through the book, and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, you look cool shit, Harry.
Harry's like, I don't know. Some people really like me. Some people really hate me. I didn't do anything to these people.
Yeah, well, I also remember, like, when I was younger, I just fucking hated Snape, because he killed Dumbledore and all that shit.
But you
then I
watch it
rewatched
again
it,
and you're like, fuck, he's
and he's
awesome.
actually a good guy.
Yeah.
How did I not pick up on this? Like, I liked Harry Potter, but...
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was
I
like,
don't
fuck Snape. And then when I rewatched it, I was like, wow, Snape's actually really cool.
Yeah.
And then you rewatch it again, you're like, he's an actual cunt the whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
He is a cunt. But
he's a cunt because Harry's dad was actually a cunt.
Yeah, Harry's
like,
dad
if
was
I
a real
if I
bad
got
guy.
fucking tormented as a kid, and then, like, turns out when I'm an adult, I have to look after that cunt's kid. Like,
you become a Nazi?
I wouldn't be a Nazi per se, but like, I'd be pretty pissed. Obviously
Especially
I'd do
since
it.
like he got with the girl that you wanted to get
Yeah,
with.
it's like you set up this whole thing, and then like, you know, the girl that you're in love with, fucking, you know,
runs off with the guy who's
runs off with the
bullying
guy
you,
that's
has a
tormenting
kid,
you.
and then is like, can you look after him?
Yeah.
Thanks, bye.
we're all gonna die. Can you just like do that
You
thing?
transfer to the Russian school then. Like,
What?
my point is, I wouldn't stay in the same town I grew up in. Same school, and then like, go back to the same school over and over again.
Yeah, but in that world, they're like Hogwarts. I'm Hogwarts. And everything else is
Hogwarts
bad.
is the best.
Yeah,
In
he's
the
like.
movies.
Man, that French school. Oh. Yes.
That's what's so weird about the movies, that they depicted these other schools as like single-sex schools, and they are still co-ed schools, but
Oh, are they?
yeah,
Yeah.
they just decided to make the French school just an adaptation of Madeline.
Madeline.
That's the second time that show has come up in conversation today.
You know that cartoon show about like this girl called Madeline and it's set in like a church?
Madeline, sacre bleu. She's French. And then she's like, the snow. And then she's like,
Is this like a
French.
Foxtel thing? Or?
no. This was on like ABC when we were kids.
What the fuck?
Oh.
It's usually a filler episode, like you would 10 minutes long, and then
I'll show you
watch it.
I'll show you it after.
I mean, I feel like you'll show me and I'll be like, oh, that stupid fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly,
that's exactly what
that's
it
what
is.
you'll be.
But yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, well, I tried watching Titans. I find it too angsty, so I haven't really kept up with it.
Yeah,
Watched
I've-
Sex Education.
How is that?
That is quite good, actually.
What's it now?
Sex
So,
education.
What happens is it's like basically this kid who like has PTSD about his own sexual life has a mother who is a sex therapist, and he's picked up a few things, obviously like listening because she treats clients at home, so he's like heard a few things and like picked up on it. And then this other chick who's like a fucking dropkick, like brother's a drug seller and mother's left, and sorry, mother's dead and
Awkward
dad
moment.
left, something like that. She figures out that like he can give really good advice on like, because you know how teenagers have problems. Yeah, so she figures out that he can do that and they can get paid at the same time. So they set up like this sex therapy like operation for school. So every once in a while they just get like, basically every episode is treated as like a crime show type thing, but not crime per se. It's more like just sex problems. Yeah. So like the first one, this guy just can't come, and then it's just like it turns out that he just needs to accept who he is because his dad's the principal, and like there's also rumors going around that he's got a massive penis, and then he's just like he thinks he's got to live up to all this stuff, and the main character's just like, bro, just do you. And then he fucking whips his dick out in the cafeteria. He's like, that's not what I meant, but okay. And he did it, so that was interesting. But yeah, that's basically it. I've finished it in about 3 days, which was interesting. I was told to watch it, and then I was bored on the train for my commute to work, and I was like, you know what, I'll watch it. First scene had tits in it. And I thought, not watching this on the train. Definitely not. So watch it in your own time, guys. So yeah, watch that. I started watching Misfits again because that Umbrella Academy. Have you seen?
I know what it is.
Yeah,
I saw a billboard for it today.
yeah. So the trailer, it's basically like it's based on a book, but from what I gather, 48 women had children on the same day, like on the same day. However, those women didn't wake up pregnant, so like they just randomly gave birth to 48 different kids, and they have like powers. So this old guy just goes around and fucking, he adopts like 6 or 7 of them, and he calls it the Umbrella Academy, and they all just have powers, and they have to like save the world or something. But the guy that plays Nathan in Misfits is in it, and it just made me want to rewatch it. So yeah.
Umbrella Academy was a comic, and the comic was written by Gerard Way, the lead singer of
Okay.
Romance.
Wait. What?
Yeah,
It was
he's
written
been
by-
writing comics ever since he got out of like him.
Even before,
Yeah.
like, even before he was doing any like any little things, he was just writing comics, and now he's like proper doing comics now.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's a fun fact.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I watched Death of Superman.
How is that? What do you think of it?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't really like Superman. It's just like, oh, I can do everything except fit in.
That movie was so dull. Like, Death of Superman should be exciting.
Yeah.
Every interpretation we've seen of Death of Superman has been dull.
Yeah,
Like-
it was really weird because it was like the Justice League were barely mentioned. They just got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's Doomsday, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I wanna see Reign of Superman.
That's the one. Like, I think this movie exists so that I could do Reign of Superman
Yeah.
properly. And
Because it's got Superboy in it.
It's
doesn't
got
it?
90s Superboy, Steel Eradicator, and
Mm.
Cyborg Superman.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're always fun.
yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And then I watched not Justice League, fucking Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay.
How was that? That's the one I haven't seen yet.
That one is interesting.
Okay. Have you seen Batman Assault on Arkham before? It's also a Suicide Squad movie.
Oh yeah, where it's so the first Suicide, yeah, I've seen that. So, obviously it just carries on from there, and it ties in with Flashpoint.
Yeah.
So, obviously you've seen that, so that's interesting.
Does it like directly reference Flashpoint? Or
So it references a part of it
interesting.
because Zoom's in it.
Sorry?
Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually interested in this movie. I'm gonna go back and watch all the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But like,
It's quite good.
Flashpoint set up this new universe of movies, which is like Justice League, War, Atlantis, etc.
Yeah.
So now that that's actually being referenced, that's interesting.
Yeah. No, it's quite good. It's hard to talk about without talking about it.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's really weird because like so many people die. It's so fun. Exactly.
In the live action movie, like one person died.
Yeah.
Like getting a headline off.
Which we fucking knew was gonna happen.
Being promoted.
Yeah. It's like, who's this guy? It's like Slipknot. It's a good band.
Yeah, that's what everyone said about
Yeah.
him. And then he's gonna die.
And then he died. Because that's the thing. They set up all the characters. They give them like these cool intros, and then it's just like, who are you? Slipknot. I can climb any building. It's like, wow, you're cool. Yeah. And he like hits that girl, and everyone instantly hates him. It's like, I'm not scared to hit a woman. It's like, wow, you're cool. And then he died. Good movie. Good movie. I don't mind it. It had a good soundtrack. I was alright. Had
The soundtrack was good because they were good songs.
yeah.
I don't know if they integrated it into the movie very well.
No, they didn't.
No, they
Like
didn't.
Guardians and Baby Driver have like good.
Oh,
integrated
fucking
soundtrack.
Baby Driver. Love that
It's
film.
so good.
And fucking Into the Spider-Verse, still my
Yeah.
favorite movie
I haven't seen
soundtrack to date.
Did you know that Black Panther's album is actually favorited to win Album of the Year over Into the Spider-Verse?
I think Into the Spider-Verse should win. Okay.
That's what I thought, but
More people have seen
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther. Like that's $1 billion movie. Spider-Verse hasn't made all that much money, which sucks. Like it's profitable.
Oh
actually.
man, I'm so fucking
Sequels,
keen for
but
some more of that. It was so good.
so good, Spider-Verse.
I've seen it twice now.
I've seen it.
I've seen it twice. I watched it twice in the cinemas. It's
seen
my
it
favorite movie at the moment.
Nuts.
I want to watch it again with subtitles.
To me, it's
I
like
Yeah.
it's like on par. So my favorite movie of all time has always been Scott Pilgrim, but now Into the Spider-Verse is like up with that.
When I was watching it, I've only seen Scott Pilgrim twice.
Yeah.
I haven't
Seen
seen
it
it
hundreds of times.
Yeah. I didn't own it. I feel like it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
I mean, you're watching
I watched it the other day.
And I'm like, oh, there are some bits inspired by comics and Scott Pilgrim from this, and Scott Pilgrim obviously inspired by video games and comics, and the comic was based on. So it's like interesting that like we're evolving from that like live action 2010 movie now into Spider-Verse, and we're gonna get more of that. Sony trying to copyright that animation style, which is good because a lot of people spend a fuck ton of time working on that animation style, and that no one should rip it off.
Yeah.
Mm.
But also, since no one can rip it off, I think we're going to get interesting variations on that style, which hopefully.
I'm still yet to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
I think it should be coming to Netflix
I'll just rent it when it comes out.
Yeah, it's really good.
Get it on Big Pond Movies or something.
I might watch it on. I might buy a 4K Blu-ray for it, even though I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player yet. Just because when I do get one, I just want to have
Need an Xbox.
I've got a 4K Blu-ray player.
He has an Xbox.
I have a PlayStation 4 Pro.
They don't do it.
They don't do 4K Bluray.
No, Xbox.
That's dumb.
Yeah, Xbox One S and Pro came out the same year. Pro did not have a 4K Blu-ray drive.
Correct.
But the S did.
See, that's because Xbox is not just trying to do gaming, it's also meant to be like an entertainment system, which is really stupid because it's obviously...
Shouldn't have to do that.
PlayStation is also an entertainment
Yeah.
So,
but
why
I don't think it was
though,
advertised
is
to
the PlayStation
that
4
point.
Pro not a Blu-ray player?
I know,
4K
Sony
Blu-ray
just
player.
didn't want to do it for whatever reason. It's really weird.
Maybe it's because or it's because they want to sell more Blu-ray players.
Blu-ray's going out, like they would want to, like they're also investing in 4K Blu-ray players.
4K is coming in.
And also
That's what I'm saying. They want to sell more 4K Blu-ray players instead of people being like, oh, it's alright, I've got a PlayStation 4. Or maybe they just want... They want... Yeah. I know, but a lot of people would just buy a PlayStation 4 because it's got... Yeah, so if they want to watch 4K Blu-ray movies, either that or when the PlayStation 5 is announced and brought out, they want that to have 4K Blu-ray.
Well, my mate bought an Xbox One S purely because it was cheaper than getting a 4K Blu-ray player. Plus, he could play games on it.
Yeah.
So, he's now got that.
I might do that. Like when I get a job, just get an Xbox One S and Games Pass.
Seriously, Games Pass gives you so much access.
I have something to say about Games Pass.
Well, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is coming to it, and that just came out. I'm like, I'll play it on that.
Wait, what is it?
Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider movie game that just came out. At the end of it came out between like Spider-Man and Assassin's Creed, and like barely in time for it. Yeah, Square Enix was in a bad position. It's coming to Games Pass. You can say
That's what I've been into this week.
Games Pass.
Games Pass.
Cool.
Oh, why? What
Because
have you been
something is happening. 2 years ago? No. Yes. At the start of last year, I was going to buy or pre-order Crackdown 3. Next week, it comes out, finally. It was supposed to come out February last year.
Can't wait for it to be like,
Next
sorry guys,
week.
we got to push it back.
No, they can't.
The 15th of February, it will be out on Games Pass. I've already pre-downloaded it. Because
Wait,
I really,
it's going to be on Games Pass?
Yeah, I feel like that's why it's taken so long, why it hasn't had as much hype. Like
It's got
advertising
multiplayer, doesn't it?
Yeah. The reason
I think I'll download
why
it.
the reason why I think it's taken so long is because
Wait,
of those reasons. Because I have an issue with Games Pass. And
are
that
you
is-
able to play games online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every
Huh?
yeah
No. I just mean like internet-wise.
yeah yeah. My internet's pretty
It's
good.
good now.
Yeah.
I just remember it was not good at one point.
Yeah, I got that fixed ages ago. But
What was the issue there?
ADSL 2.
Wait,
No, mine was 2. Recent Righty had 1.
You must have had really bad too.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wait, so...
My connectivity was bad. Like, it
Oh.
would run fast, but then my connectivity was
Have
shit,
you
so
got-
I just keep going.
Have you got coaxial now?
Yeah, I've had 3.0 for like a year. Almost.
Oh, that's right. You went to Telstra.
Yeah, I was Telstra
yeah.
3.0.
Yep, that's right. You're going to get HFC. That'll be nice.
What?
For NBN,
Okay.
generally it's hybrid fiber coaxial.
Yeah, and
Which is better
NBN
than-
isn't at my house now, so I could get NBN, but I'm staying on 3.0 for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, give it a bit.
Yeah.
Don't go onto it straight away. Yeah.
But I have been playing a couple of games on Games Pass, and I think that's going to be my niche from now on. So I'm going to start, instead of buying a new game every month, because that takes a huge chunk out of my paycheck, I've got all the hardware
fucking
now.
games are you buying?
Well, last month I bought a fucking VR, so
That's different.
yeah, I need to stop doing that. So instead of that,
I
I'm
need
like,
to stop doing that.
instead of
Stop spending all my money.
So instead of buying something every month like I always do, I'm going to just
use
stay
Games
on Games Pass. $10 a month, I can play some next new game.
And all Microsoft
Um,
published games are released day and date on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I should.
So
set
my
my
issue with
Xbox up.
Games Pass is I think some developers aren't trying as hard in their games because they're like, if it's just going to go on Games Pass, I'm already paid for it.
think of it more. I don't think that's the case because like. Think of it more like these are now Netflix originals, which you can also go out and buy the Blu-ray for the same day instead of waiting a year for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, but it's
like Orange is coming back season 7. You can just get them then, and you can choose what you want. So yeah, that's what like Microsoft I think is looking at. And Crackdown 3 is its own fucked up situation. I think we were thinking of Sea of Thieves and how that came out.
Could have been Sea of Thieves. You've got so many games that are on Games Pass that I've either not heard about or they're just shit.
Sea of Thieves I think came out bare bones so that they couldn't build upon it, and then Minecraft style.
It's an interesting game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing it with a few people, but I got it late, so then by the time I started playing it, all of the people that I usually play Xbox with just weren't. I think For Honor came out with their update. No, it wouldn't have been For Honor. It would have been
For Honor would be a good game to have on Games Pass.
something. Pretty it's not.
Don't think so.
It was free at one point.
I know they do a lot of free weekends. It's now free on PlayStation Plus for the month.
Yeah, it was free just before the big update on Xbox.
But pretty much what I'm trying to do is I want to use my Xbox for starters. But I'm trying to learn more about the games that are coming out on Games Pass because I never hear about them. I never see them advertised. I see so many ads for PlayStation games, but the only time I'll see an ad for an Xbox game is if I go into the Xbox Live store and watch a fucking trailer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm having a look at that. I've played a few. I've played the start of a few games. I played Super Lucky's Tale.
Interesting. Okay.
It is weird. I wouldn't say it's bad either. Like, it's pretty good, and it's fun to play, and the characters are kind of lovable. It's weird in the aspect that when I'm playing it, I get Mario vibes, and I also get Crash vibes, and I also get Spyro vibes. Like, it feels like they've just grabbed the different elements from all these games and just gone, and this. Yeah. No. No. It's not amazing.
I googled like is it worth getting an Xbox One X so you could actually have nice 4K.
Fuck that.
$620.
Yeah, no. I'd never spend that much money on Xbox One.
No.
Xbox the next gen maybe, but
yes.
I don't think I'll be buying
When
that.
PUBG was a thing and people got that. Yeah, but they got the X purely because the buildings loaded faster. That was it. That was the entire thing. I remember because one of my mates that I play Xbox with, his brother got an Xbox One X. So whenever his brother was away, he'd use that whenever we played PUBG.
He's like, you see that building over there?
Yeah.
Woo!
Every time that we would drop, he'd be like, oh man, these buildings loaded in before I even touched the ground. That was pretty good. And the rest of us would be sitting there like, fucking load. It's so bad.
Have you heard of Apex Legends?
The Muffin Man?
What's that?
Respawn, the creators of Titanfall, just created their own battle royale game. It's
Oh.
out of nowhere. It's free to play.
Oh, is it on Xbox?
Yes, it is on everything. They're looking to do cross-play, but we'll see how that goes.
What's it called?
Apex Legends. It's super generic. I think you might like. It's 60-player battle royale.
That's fine.
Yeah, like the maps are designed for it. The one thing I have heard is bad about is that it takes forever to get into a game.
It looks like Overwatch.
Yeah, it seems like because they probably looked at Overwatch and PUBG, and then
I'm trying to find a good photo to show you, but
it looked kind of like Borderlands.
Oh yeah. It kind of reminds. You know what it reminds me of?
Battleborn.
Yes. Battleborn. That's what it looks like.
they just look like islanders from Overwatch.
If New Zealand made a game.
That looks like Reinhardt and Maui.
It really
in
does.
one.
It really does.
Maui from Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might enjoy that game. It's free.
Why you say it like that?
Did you like that already?
And it's free.
Yeah. Just say, I think you would like it.
I didn't even like that. You people.
you can.
No, yeah, it's free. I've got it downloaded. I just haven't loaded it up yet.
Interesting. I'll have to look at gameplay before I even think about it. Because again, I haven't even turned my Xbox on for ages.
You know, it's a good example of a game that has disappeared off the face of the earth, and Battleborn, and an even better example, Agents of Mayhem. What the hell happened?
I was there for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, it was like, okay, Agents of Mayhem, and it was like, oh, this looks interesting. Saints Row. Oh my god, it's like Saints Row. That's awesome. Same engine, same company. Hell yeah, let's do this. And then it's like, Agents of Mayhem released. Like a day later, just off the face of the earth.
Saints Row 5.
Yeah, they should have just made Saints Row 5. They should have just carried on, but they didn't. It would have been really interesting to do a Saints Row 5 because Saints Row 4
When did this
was
come out?
so good.
Like the start of the week.
How Apex Legends fixes the annoying problems in Fortnite and PUBG. Excuse me?
That sounds a little biased.
Definitely people.
I feel like you've been paid to say this.
Either that, or I feel like people are definitely just like, please, is this a way to get rid of Fortnite?
I think this is more of a Call of Duty.
That looks like Black Ops 3. Oh, Black Ops 3.
The background is literally an Overwatch fucking map. That's what it looks like to me.
What the fuck?
It looks like it's competing more with Blackout than Fortnite or PUBG.
What's Blackout?
It's
Black Ops 4's.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which actually, I've thought about getting Black Ops 4 purely for that, because it looks interesting. But again, yeah.
Yeah. I played the free weekend for it.
Yeah.
For the Blackout mode. It's good. It's PUBG.
Yeah.
It's PUBG, but like, what if Call of Duty had, with their budget they had made a. It was 100 players when I got to it. A battle royale game. It's fun.
Is it 100 players for that?
Yeah, it started out like 80 or so, but then they've increased their servers.
Okay.
By the time I got to it, yeah, it was 100 players. You heal. Like, you can do a lot of healing in that game. You have so many items to heal yourself. More so than PUBG. And,
PUBG is fucked.
yeah, like, a lot of people just shoot, shoot. So, it's a different speed to PUBG.
Well, I like the idea of a large map for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's all I think of.
Yeah.
Like, open map. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Whereas with Call of Duty, usually it's just like a fucking closed area. It's like terrible.
Definitely, yeah.
I want to
It's
see.
a really big map.
I want to see gameplay.
Kind of like almost too big because I couldn't find anyone for a long time. And
It's always been my issue in fucking any battle royale. Every time I drop, I'm like, all right, we're dropping here, boys. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I don't know where the fuck I am. And I can't find anybody.
That's the thing.
And then I'm like, I'm going to go look in this building. Oh, someone was here, and I'm dead.
That's the thing. After you play them for a while, because again, like PUBG was fucking terrible. Like I sucked at it, and
I play PUBG as a stealth game.
oh, as a stealth game. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You get a Car 98 and you get a fucking silencer for it. You're sorted. Fucking 8 times scope that shit. But yeah, I remember when I first played it, I was terrible at it. I would die every fucking game. But then after a while, like, you just pick up. You're like, oh right, odds are, that house has been looted. I'll just make sure I check everything correctly and kill people. You know what weapons work in what situations. It's good. Like, I remember at one point, before they fucking nerfed the shit out of assault rifles, my go-to guns was a Car 98 with a M4, and it was just like, it just worked out. But now it's just broken.
That relationship, it just worked out. But now, the Fire Nation attacked. And with force.
PUBG should be free to play.
It should.
It shouldn't be $30.
It shouldn't be $30. There's no way that game should be $30. Because then it's also got microtransactions like Fortnite.
Yeah, if they hadn't got the microtransactions, I would be like, yeah, cool, one-time payment.
It has its own battle pass now as well, so it should go free to play, and then it would boost their play account as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you remember when those guys released that game called
Battleborn?
it was like super realistic battlegrounds or something, and it was like not realistic at all. You could press G on the keyboard and you would turn your gun sideways like a gangster, and then it would play gangster music when you pressed it.
really, I have no idea what this is, but okay, I believe you.
I gotta find it.
Just can't believe that. One, I've never heard of G being used in a PC game.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then two, just making it gangster is a bit weird.
G for gangster. G for real gamer. I'm a real gamer. Not really. I don't play games as much anymore.
Cool. Totally accurate. Something.
You haven't even finished. I meant Battle. I said Blood.
I'm like, yeah, Bloodborne's pretty hard.
Yeah.
You haven't even finished it, you loser.
I meant to go to the bottom of the
You
barrel.
fucking fool, you haven't even finished Link to the Past.
So, yeah. Oh, Jesus. They're
It's called Jesus.
Slavic.
It's dangerous to go and alone.
Totally accurate battleground trailer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't look real at all. But, like,
I think that's-
it started out as a joke because obviously battle royale games were coming out and it was free and it was just like, yeah, play this fucking stupid game. And then people actually liked it. They were like, quick, make it cost money and we'll actually put stuff in this. And it obviously got better at that point because A, they were making money from it, and B, they put actual effort into it. And
Quick, money!
yeah,
I didn't mean for this to happen, but it's great.
and yeah, it took off really, really quickly. But there was a
Next minute, Agents Mayhem.
there was a so it's just all around it just looks really good. Like there's for the zone area, what it does is rather than just giving you like, oh, you're getting hurt because you're not in the zone.
There's a bunch of hot rods that drive around the outside.
No, so it's
hydraulics.
like these big fucking pillars like circle in and then they just like plant themselves and then they just like extend walls out. And if you get trapped outside the wall, then obviously you lose. And like I was watching Achievement Hunter play it and it's just looks funny. It's great. Like there's this one part where they're like fucking running to get through and he like barely makes it through, he like pops out at the end. It looks so cartoonic and ridiculous, but it's pretty funny. But no, like that's the thing, like shit like that. Again, it was a joke and then it just came out. It's pretty good, yeah. I need to sneeze, but it's not happening.
Sorry?
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
You said something about Steam. I'm like, okay.
No.
Yeah. Other than that, I've only been playing Kingdom Hearts 2. So I'd never finished number 1. I just moved straight on to number 2.
I never played it.
Because, yeah, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out and I wanted to see if I could hurry up and finish it, but it hasn't worked out. And
Clearly.
I don't know if I'm even going to attempt it now because everyone was like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Kyron finished it and he was like, yeah, it's alright. And then I'm like, oh, like, it doesn't really seem very worth it now.
It's more or less just like getting the storyline, I'd imagine. Like the reason
He
why
told me that a lot of people were pissed off because a lot of people went back through and played all of the games before number 3 came out, but then it turned out 3 had a theater mode where you could just watch all of the cutscenes from
They do like
a movie, basically.
recap.
Recap movie for each game.
Interesting. There you go. You don't even have to play the rest of 2.
Yeah.
You can just do that.
Yeah. I've already played
Should
pretty
do
much
that.
all of 1 except for the last couple of battles, and then
You should do that.
I've played half of 2. I just finished Halloween Town.
What game should I play? Feel like when I go home, I'm gonna want to play a game, but I don't know what to play now. My
If you
internet
get, if
is
you if you get
Resident Evil 2.
nah,
if
that
you get
doesn't
Game
work.
Pass, Quantum Break is pretty fun. I've been playing that.
Is that the time
Yeah.
travel one? Yeah.
They're from the same people who made the original 2 Mad Max games and Alan Wake.
Oh yeah.
Remedy.
It's
See,
pretty good. Like, it's not just you shoot. Oh, now time is happening. No, it's like that's how they fucking advertised it in my eyes.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I'm like, it's just a third-person shooter. It felt like they were trying to sell me
Does
a
it have an
first-person
actual
shooter in
story?
third person. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all fucky because of time.
Right.
But
What are you, like your own dad or something?
no, I don't know. I've only played the first level.
Ah, okay.
But
I'll download it.
what I think is happening, from what I could see, I feel like they're going to do the whole trope of like, oh, you become this time traveler, but it turns out that you from the future came back to the past to make sure that happened. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it's not just like a shoot adventure. Like you run around, you do parkour. There's puzzles, so like you can throw like a time grenade, and it stops a certain thing from moving. So one of the puzzles is like you throw it so that something doesn't fall down.
So it's kind of like an innocent game like Ratchet and Clank or something.
Yeah, it's pretty fun
Yeah.
and pretty gritty.
Yeah. The thing that like that was made in the era when like Microsoft was going to be like, let's keep buying games and TV.
Yeah.
Because they like we're going to do a TV show, like you play the game, watch the TV show, and then like let's put the TV show in the game.
Yeah.
Like you go through, you play the game, and then you just be watching live
Oh.
action for a while.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Deus Ex.
Ark Survival Evolved is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's interesting. I don't remember it being on there.
If you get Game Pass, I'll play it with you.
That's interesting that you shouldn't Deus Ex.
Wait, what's
I think
Batman?
it's the color.
What's Return to Arkham?
Because
Is that just like a remake?
The collection of 1 and 2. Asylum and City. Does not include Orange.
Oh, okay. 'Cause it's on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Bioshock.
I think it's the
Bioshock
color
2,
spectrum,
Bioshock Infinite,
because Quantum Break is all black, grey, and yellow,
Brothers,
but Deus
A
Ex
Tale
was
of
like
Two
sort of
Sons.
black, grey, and orange.
Isn't that cooperative?
But it was yellow as well, but a darker yellow.
Yeah,
Deus
that
Ex.
was weird. Isn't Brothers co-op?
Brothers, yeah, I think Brothers is co-op.
What's Brothers?
Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. So it's like the older son and the younger son. It's basically a puzzle game, isn't it? More or less.
I think so. It's
There's
really
a
good game.
ton of indie games.
We should
on
play
there.
Ark.
Okay, I'll play.
I'll download that, and obviously I'll have to pre-download Crackdown 3.
Did you end up playing the Anthem demo?
No, but that comes out soon, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
22nd February.
Yeah. Gonna have to make sure I don't spend all my money on alcohol so I can get it.
Are you interested in
Anthem.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have high hopes for it because who made it again? It was yeah. They do well, but the last time I got so hyped for a game like this, it was Division,
Okay. Yeah.
and yeah, like Destiny,
Yeah.
it was a fucking letdown. But in saying that, from what I've seen, there's not much of a way that they can show this type of stuff and then the game not like even if it's 3/4 as good as what I'm thinking it's going to be, it's still going to be a good game.
Yeah.
So yes,
I had.
in short, I will be looking forward to
Yeah.
it.
I had two different.
Wait, when did you say? 26th?
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I had two different like, people in my head. There's my friends who are BioWare single player fans of like Mass Effect and Dragon Age,
Yeah.
and they are not looking forward to this multiplayer game at all. And then I've got people like you and people who like Division and Destiny who are going like, this seems really good, and like.
It's going to be based around having a team to play with, I feel.
Yeah,
Like, obviously, you'll be able to do your single player shit, but then it's like Destiny and Division, you're going to need a team to do the big shit, like the raids and everything else. Like, like Monster Hunter World.
Like the single player stuff, like
It's
you have a
cool.
hub world,
Yeah.
and then everything from like that's where you like
You drop into the-
collect your quests and stuff, and then when you go out into the actual
Suits.
combat world, that's when everything's multiplayer. You can set your privacy settings that you by yourself, and it gets really, hard that way.
So you can find people out, like Destiny, can you?
Sorry,
You can find people out.
they'll just load in with you. Like you'll do matchmaking, and then you just before you just run around there.
Ah,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, like I think.
That
Yeah,
is
when
quite
you
weird.
like there's free play, which is just running around the open world, and then there's missions, and you go into the open world and do specific missions.
See, I don't know what suit I would like.
I've only played the regular balanced one and the Interceptor, which is the fast one.
The quick one, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't decide between Interceptor and Storm.
Yeah.
Because the Ranger obviously is like an all-round, and I've never been one for being like a tank,
Yeah.
so Enforcer's not really my style.
You can have all of them.
How do you mean?
You can like you. Can,
Oh, like switch between?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
obviously.
on the fly, but when you like go in and choose your
Yeah,
suit,
yeah.
you can.
But that's the
They
thing,
have
like,
different loadouts and stuff, so you might want to be all of them.
with that in mind, every game that's like this that I've played in the past, I usually just focus on one. People are like, oh, it's really good to, change up, but like, even For Honor, like, I've only ever played Peacekeeper. Obviously, when I fuck around in like custom matches, I might change classes and whatever else,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I only focus on one thing. So odds are I'll either Most likely I'll choose Storm because I always like being a mage,
Yeah.
and that's the closest one to it.
Yeah.
But
I haven't
We'll
tried
see.
that one, but I do want to try
it looks very good
Yeah.
because it's just lightning.
Yeah.
It's like,
The controls are really good, and like it does the thing like Spider-Man and God of War, the vibration feels good in your controller. You don't
put it on my dick.
I mean, no. You don't press X or jump. You don't jump, and then the and then the run button is also the fly button. So you like double jump, fly.
Oh, and then fly. See, that's what I like about it as well. You can fly.
And even the flying mechanic could, because like you'll be flying.
So you've obviously played the demo.
I played the alpha. I managed to get into the VIP demo, even though I wasn't a VIP member. That's how fucked that beta was. And then I got to the open demo, so I played it 3 times now.
Yeah.
And then,
And you only tried 2 suits.
well, the first one didn't have the other suits.
Ah.
The
Okay.
second time, I only played for like 2 hours.
Okay.
And when I finally got my keys to go, I played it for like 3 to 5 hours, and then.
And then it finished. Yeah.
Um.
Because I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at a lot of gameplay and figure
Yeah.
out what one I want to try
I would
first.
expect, yeah, so the flying has something because it has an overheat system.
Oh.
Yeah, you can, which I assume you can upgrade, so it takes longer to cool, like to
Hmm.
max out. When you max out your hotness, you'll just drop, and you don't take fall damage, which is good. But like you can cool off, like if you start like diving down, it cools off. If you go into water, like a waterfall, or you just dive straight to a lake, it'll cool off.
Which I also like. The different terrain is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like when I saw the trailer for this, like I think, yeah, because I was watching E3,
Yeah.
and this thing came on, and I was like, what the fuck? And then she like, because at first I just thought it'd be like this weird.
Destiny clone.
Not even that, because the way the trailer started out, she's in the hub, and the hub to me just looks like, I don't know, like she's just part of a village.
Yeah, more or less.
And then this fucking suit comes out of nowhere. I was like, okay, what? And then yeah, she's just like just fucking flying, and then like just drops into this ocean, and then she's like fucking swimming through tunnels and shit. And there was just like so much going on, and I was like, what the fuck is this game? And I was like, I remember going to work like the next day, and I was like, did anyone see E3 like Anthem? Have you guys seen that? Like, what the fuck? And everyone's like, yeah. It was like, okay.
At the very least, that game you could fly and shoot people.
Good.
Which is, so they nailed
That's all I
the
need.
gameplay. Now, hopefully, the mission structure and the story. Like that's the other thing. Like, this is my way, and they do want to focus on the story.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I like a good co-op game. So the fact that not only A, each suit is very different, but B, like the fact that you can do your co-op is quite cool. Because I feel like at that point, everyone's going to have their own role. It's not going to be like Halo where everyone's a Spartan, everyone picks up their guns. Like it's going to be the Enforcer's going to be doing this shit,
Yeah.
the Ranger's going to be doing their shit, Storm's going to be doing their shit, and the Interceptor's going to be running circles.
There's different difficulties. I assume it's like Destiny. Like normal
Be the Flash.
is basic, and then from there it gets hard. Like based on like the harder you go.
So is it a level system?
I
Or is
think
it an
you
upgrade
can
system?
level up, and then there's also difficulty levels. Like
Right.
easy, normal, nightmare, blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
The higher you go, the rarer the loot drops.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what they would do.
That's
And
sounding
there's-
like Destiny.
There is there's one coordination creature you can fight. He's got a big shield with a flamethrower, but he has tanks. So the idea there would be to
Like
coordinate.
propane
Someone's
tanks?
drawing his fire,
Yeah.
and then someone jumps in behind him and then shoots the tanks, which is his weak spot. That's the only bit of like coordination, because otherwise he's fucking hard to kill because he has a shield. That's the only coordination monster.
Well, that would be where if you were playing single player, you'd probably want speed on your side, so then Interceptor, right?
He also came out around really quickly, which sucks.
Fuck, never mind.
Yeah.
No, but it sounds really good.
Yeah. I want to play with people, but everyone I know who is going to play it is getting it on Xbox.
Well, the only
I know
issue,
it's Kyron, so I don't want to play it on Xbox.
the only issue with it though is, it's fire teams of 4. I'm saying fire teams because that's
Yeah,
Destiny,
it's
but
what it is.
yeah, it's only 4. So like, I don't know.
This one is definitely a game where I think wait for reviews, look into reviews, watch gameplay.
No, I'm gonna buy it.
I think, yeah.
I think I get paid the day that it comes out, so
Okay. Good luck.
yeah. No, but it'll be fun. It'll be good.
How
I'm
was
keen.
your trip at Movieland?
It was good. Went on all the roller coasters.
Yeah.
And I also went to Wet n Wild the next day.
Mm.
So the roller coaster DC Rivals, it's the tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster in the Southern Hemisphere. It's not as bad as you think it would be. So, in my opinion,
It's bad.
no, I mean like as scary. So
Oh.
like usually on the roller coaster you're like fuck, but I think the difference is like say if I were to compare the Green Lantern and the Superman and Arkham all to this roller coaster at the same time, but separately, I would say each of the 3 smaller roller coasters scared me way more than the hypercoaster did. And that would be because
that Green Lantern one was scary, bro.
Yeah.
Especially
So
in the end.
Green Lantern has the steepest drop in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, what is it, like 192 degrees?
There's something ridiculous, but it's
Yeah,
like,
it
it's like the
drops in on
steepest
itself.
drop that you can possibly have.
Like it's
'cause
not
it, like,
straight down, it fucking goes
yeah.
whoop.
So that is probably the scariest part of the Green Lantern ride, and I think that alone tops the hypercoaster. That scared the shit out of me. Superman, I think, is scarier than the hypercoaster in the ways of you are stationary, and then suddenly you just get this huge 110-kilometer boost.
Yeah.
That's what the supercoaster is.
Have you not done
sit
it?
there. So basically, with the Superman,
I think you'd like it because it's very role playish as well.
yeah, it's
got-
very like, so basically you're on the metro railway train, like the Metro City, whatever it is, Metropolis fucking railway
basic names,
transition. I don't know.
It's
But fucking-
Metropolis.
I can't remember how
his
they
name's
called it.
Superman. And like,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously.
But basically, you start off and then it's
Basic.
like, oh no, some villains are attacking and there's earthquakes.
I thought it was a
And-
fire.
I fucking don't. It was an earthquake.
Was it an
It was
earthquake?
an earthquake. I was there the other day. But
I thought it was a fire.
yeah, you start to like roll out, and then they're like, oh no, there's earthquakes. Everybody buckle up. Some shit's going down, and then they do the whole like, oh, the train stopped. We can't get out of here. There's like blockage up ahead. There's rubble. And then it's like, oh my god, it's Superman. And then Superman's like, we got to get you guys out of here fast. Superman fast. And then you just go from 0 kilometers an hour straight to 110. And then
Takes
yeah,
off.
literally the roller coaster is quite big,
Yeah.
but I think you're only on there for like 10 seconds.
Mm.
Because you get shot up, and then you go straight back down, then you do a whole bunch of loops and shit and turn around a whole bunch, and then you're back
See,
in.
that just sounds excessive.
Yeah.
Like, Superman, why don't you just like
Yeah,
pick
it was
up,
very intense.
take it away?
And Superman's on the back of the roller coaster doing this.
Yeah.
But that's probably the scariest roller coaster I've been on, is the Superman roller coaster, because you go so fast so quickly.
It's pretty funny.
Like the pickup on that thing is insane. But the Arkham, I'd say there's two because there's 2 versions of the Arkham Asylum. You can have it with VR, which is an experience.
With VR.
Yeah.
You're
You're on the roller coaster and you've got a VR headset on.
That's a.
I've done that twice. So basically, you
That
start
wasn't
off.
there when I did it.
You start off, and the Joker and Harley Quinn have you strapped to a chair, and you're going up, because like that's how most roller coasters start.
Because they basically
go
just
up.
turn Lethal Weapon into it,
Yeah.
into Arkham.
And then you go up, and then as you're going up, like you're going like basically the Joker uses the Scarecrow serum on you,
Yeah.
and you go into like a dream state,
Yeah.
and you go up through all of these floors and stuff like that, and then when you get to the top, you get pushed out a window, and then all of these giant fucking villains like throwing you around, and like yeah, that's the. It's pretty fucking good. Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're not actually as scared as you would be if you would be able to see everything on the roller coaster.
Yeah, the roller coaster's pretty fun.
Yeah, this roller coaster is more scary than the VR, because the
'Cause it's
VR,
not a
like,
seat,
you
is
don't
it?
know what's happening. They're just like a hand comes for you, and then they throw you. Like, that's the VR. But on the roller coaster, you're like, there's a fucking turn coming up. Like, the scariest part about the roller coasters is the anticipation. Like, when you're actually on it, it's not that bad. But the anticipation is like, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. So you've got
say
VR.
it like that?
Yep. You've got VR, which costs money, which is why I don't do it all the time. So
I figured that would be the case. Yeah.
$5.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's quite a good experience. The one roller coaster I wouldn't pay for is with the DC Rivals Hypercoaster. You can ride backwards.
Fuck off.
You can ride which is the worst part about riding backwards is when you're going up, you're on the back of the fucking roller coaster looking down. And because the roller coaster only really speeds up when the last carriage goes over, so you don't know when that's coming either. So you're like sitting there on the back and you're like waiting. And then suddenly you just go whoa. So I can't imagine that would be very fun.
So what's DC Rivals?
The way they explain it is like they have a trailer for it, and it's like the way they wanted it to feel to the people riding it would be like being in the middle of a fight between the Legion of Doom and the Justice League. Yeah. So the trailer for the hypercoaster is like the Justice League comes down, and then as the Justice League throw the first punch, it's like Batman in the middle and he goes to punch the Joker, and as that happens the roller coaster gets pushed out of the ground, and then they're all like fighting around, and the roller coaster assembles, and then it zooms on just some random chick going over the roller coaster. And then it's the roller coaster. But
just
to
imagining
me,
if that actually happened in like a Justice League movie, they're just like having this.
It probably has
fight,
to be honest. They
like
do a lot of carnival shit in DC.
Random fucking roller coaster in the middle of all this rubble, just like wah!
But the way that I would describe the Rivals hypercoaster, a lot of anticipation. The worst part of it is going up, because you go up so fucking high. I was up so high that it was quite funny, because me and Nina were sitting next to each other, and then we get up, and we sat on the second row both times we went on it. Not because we wanted to, just because it just happened.
Yeah.
And she's like, look down. I'm like, I don't want to look down because I've just eaten a smoothie. And I'm like, I'm going to vomit if I look down. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll look down when we start facing down, because you start to go over. And then I look down and I'm like, oh, there's our car.
Jesus Christ.
And then we just go boom. But then you start to go down, and like the drop is quite steep. And this is why I'm saying, like, it's supposed to be the fastest, it's supposed to be the steepest, it's supposed to be the tallest, it's supposed to be the fucking whatever. It's supposed to be the best roller coaster in the Southern Hemisphere. But I think where it fails is it's too long to do any of that sort of stuff. Like, it doesn't happen so abruptly like it does on any of the other rides. It's all like, oh, and it'll ease you into it.
Yeah.
So like you don't go as fast as a Superman straight away. Like the pickup is just normal. So you start to fall down, and then as soon as you fall down, you start to realize, hey, this is actually quite fun. And then you were going over like all the ride, like in the bumps and the rolls and everything. Looking straight ahead, you feel like you're actually just flying, because the roller coaster isn't clunky. Like a lot of the other roller coasters like rattle and a lot of like clunkiness, but the hypercoaster is very smooth, and you don't feel like you're getting forced into it. You feel like you're just in with the flow. So you just feel like you're flying.
Do you think it's designed like this so that people, like for return visitors, like say, hey, this was a nice fun ride, like a good, kind of like a good introductory roller coaster?
Yeah.
Or just a good
no, it's definitely a roller coaster you need to have gone on other roller coasters to do. But there was
quite. But that's the thing. It doesn't sound like intense as those other things.
Sounds like you need to go to the Scooby-Doo one first.
They redid that. It's still the Scooby-Doo roller coaster. It's better now.
How is it
When
better?
I was like 9, it was scary and atmospheric because of Scooby-Doo. But the thing that fucked me up the most, besides being a roller coaster, was when I went backwards.
The elevator?
They pick you up, they elevate you, and then they spin you around, and then you know, like, fuck, we're going to go backwards.
Well, they don't do that anymore. In this one, you'd still go backwards, but basically, it's all pretty much exactly the same, but they've done a whole lot of theatrical enhancements. The roller coaster follows the law of the first movie. So instead of it just being sort of in the theme of the first movie and being like, oh no, we're in a scary castle, it actually like takes you on an adventure, and there's fucking, the monsters show up, Scrappy-Doo's in it. Like when you're going up in the elevator, you rock side to side, and Scrappy-Doo is there, and he's getting bigger like he does in the first movie. And then Shaggy rips out that
Yeah.
the Damon-ritis, I remember. They pull out the Damon-ritis, and then when that happens, you fall back. And then you go into like this little area where there's just like mirrors and lights, and that's where you spin around, and then you come out in the main roller coaster. But yeah, it like they even have like that crystal skull that comes down and kills all the monsters and everything. Like it's all there.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird that it was updated so late for a 2001 movie.
I'm very happy they did it because they're like, yep, this is a good movie. This is a good ride. And they didn't go like, I'm going to just fucking get rid of it. They were like, yeah, let's fucking... Because they could have been like, yeah, we'll keep the roller coaster, but we're going to change the theme. And I would have been like, it's not the same.
That's what I thought it was. I thought the Scooby-Doo roller coaster was converted into the Arkham one.
Yeah.
That's Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Lethal Weapon was changed into Arkham, but definitely better as Arkham.
Yeah.
Everyone always told me don't go on Lethal Weapon, it hurts your back, but it's not that bad.
It hurt a lot when it was Lethal Weapon because I went as a kid. I think I was like.
They also have a new ride there that they haven't advertised. I didn't even realize it existed. Outside of the Scooby-Doo ride now, there is a ride called Doomsday.
I've seen ads for that, yeah, but I'm also looking at DC stuff.
Yeah.
And emails from them.
I've never seen it,
What
but
is it?
it's, you know, have you ever been
Is it
to...
just a Superman in reverse?
No. But Bizarro Superman is that, like, they have these little games around it, like, involving the DC villains.
Yeah.
Like, there's one where you can, like, it registers your body, like, it's almost like an Xbox Kinect or whatever. It registers your body, and wherever you're looking, ice breath goes.
Yeah.
And, like, your Bizarro Superman, like, breaking shit. Yeah. But you're just standing there. But the Doomsday ride is, like... You know, there's not really a ride that's exactly like it, but you know the claw at Dreamworld that goes like this?
Oh, yes.
Basically, it's kind of like that, except you've got the stand in the middle, and then you've got these two things on each side that are like flat, like blades. Yeah. And they'll just like start swinging. I don't know if they go in unison or whatever. I didn't get to go on it. But they go up and then they spin around and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a roller coaster. It's just a ride.
Yeah.
I don't like those sorts of rides. I prefer roller coasters. But yeah, I haven't been on the Bat Shot yet either. I said I wanted to save some stuff for next time because we've got the passes now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
It was really good. Wet n Wild for some reason smells like dog now. All of the rides always take ages to get on. Wet n Wild's still the same.
Wet n Wild attached to Dreamworld, isn't it? Or is it attached to Movie World?
That's Whitewater World.
Whitewater World's attached to Dreamworld. Wet n Wild's its own theme park, but it's next to Movie World.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got SeaWorld, which I want to go to again because I remembered SeaWorld has the Bermuda Triangle and I want to go on it again.
SeaWorld? Shit.
Yeah.
I remember any rides at SeaWorld.
There's
Yeah,
rides. There's a few.
There's the pirate ship. Man.
The corkscrew.
I fucking...
I remember now.
Yeah.
I cried on the pirate ship.
I think it was Underwater World. Which is
Underwater World is just an aquarium.
That's
Yeah.
just...
A museum. A museum of alive fish from today.
It's called an aquarium. Yeah.
It's called a fish tank. Biggest fish tank in Australia.
I think the best thing I've ever seen from Underwater World is the one picture of Adam Garrett in that weird thing.
Yeah, he's just got his head in the thing. He's like...
Gold. Anyway. Yeah. Anybody else have anything to share? I think that's it. Let's wrap this up.
Man, I'm just keen for Anthem now.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, please click that like and subscribe button. That'd be really good. If you really want to, click that bell.
If you want to play Anthem with me, let me know.
Join our Patreon to play Anthem with Dean.
I mean, you just...
Yeah, let's make that a thing.
I mean, Twitch girls do it. Join my Patreon. You can play Hearthstone with me. There's a Fiverr ad for that.
I'll verse you in Hearthstone. I'm not good at it, so you'll win.
You'll win.
Fuck
No.
off. I got a code for that when it first came out. Xbox was like, "Here, take this," and I was like, "No."
It's free to play.
Yeah.
I think I like a booster pack.
Oh, it was some promotional code. It was like, actually, maybe it was the trial. I don't know. It was something.
I miss
Maybe.
the days of getting booster packs for Magic and being like, I love Magic the Gathering, and now, no, I won't.
Nearly.
You'll love the Elder Scrolls Legends. That's their card game.
No, just Magic. Magic's the only card game
I nearly bought a Yu-Gi-Oh deck the other day.
Jesus fuck.
Shannon still buys those.
Mm.
That's rich.
You have any question for the show?
Drink your water out of your Batman cup. Fucking
It
loser.
would be my Superman cup if my brother didn't break it.
Yeah, joke's on him.
Comment below if you have any questions or email us at amalgam@gmail.com. Check it out. I'll show you.
Amalgams how?
Sorry?
Nothing.
I've done that in a while.
Yeah, that's a meme.
We've been uploading parts, so if you want to get it all in one part and then an MP3, please call us on patreon.com.
Wait, are we still called Amalgam Show?
The Amalgam Show.
Not all URLs have been changed yet, so
Okay.
we'll do that sort of soon. And check us out on
I
social
mean-
media at The Amalgam Show.
Why is that rocking?
Sorry?
Nothing. Continue.
That's it.
Oh. Cool.
Until next time. Catch y'all later. Bye.
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 Bye.